Hey guys, welcome back to the Friday Five. I'm Myron Head with Men's Power Connect. Today we're diving into something every man will face at some point, and that's failure. Not just any failure, but the kind that puts you in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. Have you ever made a mistake so public that it felt like the whole world was watching? That crushing weight of shame, the sting of knowing everyone is aware of what you've done? It's overwhelming. And in that moment, the last thing you need is judgment or an "I told you so." You don't need someone to remind you of how badly you messed up. You already know. What you need is restoration. Let's talk about Galatians chapter 6, verses 1 through 2. It says, "Brothers, if anyone is caught in any transgression, you who are spiritual should restore him in the spirit of gentleness. Keep watch on yourself, lest you too be tempted. Bear one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Christ." At Men's Power Connect, we live by this mantra, and that's every man needs another man. None of us were meant to do life alone. I love how this verse says any transgression, because let's be real, at some point, sin will catch up with us all. So here's the real question. What will you do when a brother stumbles? Will you judge him? Will you distance yourself to protect your image? Or will you step up, stand beside him, and help him find his way back? We're not talking about a man who's in open rebellion against God. This is a man who simply stumbled. He's not defiant. He's just fallen in a moment of weakness. And when that happens, he doesn't need more shame. He needs a brother, someone who sees him through the eyes of grace, who reminds him who he is in God, and who helps him get back on his feet. The Greek word for restoration here refers to a doctor resetting a broken bone, carefully, gently, with the healing in mind. That's how we should approach a fallen brother, with wisdom, patience, and the goal of building him up. Let's be real, restoring a brother isn't always easy. Pride sneaks in. Self-righteousness makes us feel superior. And in today's world, comparison is a real trap. It's easy to look at someone else's failure and think, at least I'm not that guy. But Paul gives us a reality check in 1 Corinthians 15:10. He says, "But by the grace of God, I am what I am." Paul knew the only thing separating him from his past as a murderer and as an enemy of the faith was God's grace. And guess what? The same goes for us. The difference between being the one who restores and the one who needs restoration isn't our strength, it's God's mercy. When we embrace this truth, we stop looking down on our brothers and start lifting them up. That's what real men do. So here's the challenge. Be the kind of man who restores with compassion, care, and kindness. This is the heart of Christ. Don't use someone else's failure as an opportunity to boost your own ego. Instead, bear your brother's burden just as Christ calls us to do. This is what real strength looks like, and this is how we fulfill his mission. I want to thank you for tuning in, and if this message hit home, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with a brother who needs to hear it. Want to dive deeper? Check out our blog at www.menspowerconnect.com/blog. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit that button so you don't miss another episode. Remember, every man needs another man. Until then, go out, encourage another brother. Grace and peace, y'all.